Hello, everyone, and welcome to this very special training. It's great to see some of you here. I'm sure many will join as we get started. And today I have something very, very special to share with you. And we're going to get into this. For everyone who is new here, welcome. And I know some have not yet been to my trainings, and I've been doing this now for a while. And I'm planning a very big change in the way I'm going to give you access to my trainings. And this is very exciting, and I want to tell you about it. And also today, we are going to talk about February and the February sessions. I'll give a quick description of what we're going to cover and share the things that we can do with the technologies that I want to cover. Hello, everyone who is writing. So Sandra writes, hello, techies, or hello, techies. Hello, Stephen. Hello, everyone. You are welcome to turn on your cameras so that we can all see each other. This is the best way to experience this. So let us get started. Do feel free to ask me any questions and share any comments. And we're going to look at very, very interesting topics of this month. Hi, Dan from the Isle of Wight. Hi, Leslie. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you typing in the chat. I really love this interaction. Okay, so first I want to start with the big news for Tech Club. And I'll write some more about it, and I'll email about it. And it's a big change that I'm now creating, and it's based on what I've run for the past couple of months, and actually into February. And I saw how interesting it was for everyone to get different topics and to meet and discuss different subjects in our community. And still, I see a great opportunity in taking something and going deep into it. So what I've decided is really to turn Tech Club into something more advanced. And Tech Club is really becoming what I consider a real community. And it's going to be on a completely new platform, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. The idea is to put everyone together on the same platform. And beyond the live meetings, it's going to do a lot more. So first of all, let me say right away, it's going to be a subscription. Okay, so rather than each time to sign up again for another month or 3 months, then it's going to be a very easy subscription. And for everyone who's really starting this out with me, I promise that it's going to be very, very affordable. That's always a priority for me. And the idea is to allow access to all of my courses. So what I've done is I've taken everything that I've trained so far and just put it all in one place. So you don't need to look around in different places. And in fact, there are some courses here that you may not even have access to, but they're in there. I'll show it in a second. It's also allowing access to all the past months of training. So everything that I train in every given month, I'm going to put in there. I'll show you this in a minute. And in addition, there is messaging boards to communicate with me and with others in the community. I want to show you how this looks. So I'll share my screen. And it's happening in a platform. You might have encountered this before. It's called Skool, which is Skool. That's just the name of the website. Excuse me. My voice is a little croaky. I'll get some water. And Skool is a platform for hosting all types of communities. And I've opened what my own community in Skool, which is obviously called Tech Club. And I've already put my own post in here of how to get started. And and I'll let you join this community. And actually, everyone who already has access to my February training, you'll get invites to just join this website. And what's wonderful about it is that everyone can post. So you can post questions, you can answer other people, you can say what you're struggling with, you can share what you're working on and share your own successes of using what we discuss. This all happens in the community. Over here on the top, there is the classroom. The classroom is where all of my content is. So I've put my five complete courses that I've already done, which is Mastering ChatGPT. It's Mastering Your Smartphone, which is the 10-session course. Some of you may have done it with me. I've posted the Deep Dive AI Art, which is specific sessions about AI art. Creative Adventure, which is a complete process that we did about creativity, and digital connections and how to create connections online, or using, I would say, digital tools and online tools. And I will keep adding, as long as I develop more content, I'll keep adding this as courses. But in addition, there's going to be all the content from our sessions. So everything that happened in December and everything that's in January. And obviously in February, right now, this is still empty, and I'm going to fill this out as we go through our trainings. So whoever is in this community, you're going to be able to access everything in one place in the classroom, which is very, very, very convenient. In addition, there is a calendar, and the calendar here shows everything that's happening in a month. So, for example, on the 10th, we have this training about writing emails with AI. I'll talk about it some more today. And then on the 12th, about smartphone widgets. And on the 24th, Fig Jam. And then on the 26th, on the 11th, 11 Reader, which is a very, very nice app. And you'll be able to just go into the calendar, click anything, and you'll have the Zoom link in it. And it's going to be very, very accessible. Okay, then as to what will be the price. Okay, so the price will be the equivalent of 15 pounds in the UK. Maybe it's $18 in the US. I think this platform allows me only to specify dollars. So in pounds, it's just a bit under, I think, 15 pounds per month. So I'm really trying to make this even lower than what I had before the platform. So really, my intention is for everyone to be able to join and not only access the trainings, but really access all of the courses and the community, because you will see that we can communicate a lot, and you can also meet other people who are, what was it in the chat? Yeah, Sandra wrote, hello, techies. So meet other techies who love learning about technology and sharing what they can do with technology. So this is all coming up. So as you see, this is being built. It's going to be in the next few days ready to go. So right now I haven't released any sign up link to it, but I will do so very shortly. And I would like to repeat, if you are already signed up for February, you don't need to do anything. You'll get an email inviting you into the community, and you'll only need to sign up for March and beyond. So hopefully this is something that you're going to like, and I'll explain more about it. I'll share the full information, once this is live and running. But really, the basic idea is that we have our community where we can communicate. You see already in the community, it says what the next event is. All the events are in the calendar, and there is the classroom where all of the recordings are, including all of my courses I released so far and all of the trainings from last month. So this is really the best access that I can give. It's very easy to use, very easy to log in, and I'm really looking forward to also meeting people over here in the community. Okay, if there are questions about it, then definitely you can email me, you can write to me in the chat. Kate writes, excellent value to stay ahead of the game. I completely agree. Thank you, Kate. And yeah, I really think this is, or at least my intention is for this to be very, very helpful and just give everyone the chance to very easily access technology. And what I always say, embrace technology with confidence and build this confidence. I'll tell you also that everything that I've put in there, I'm trying in my trainings not to rely on other trainings. So you can always start anywhere and continue from there. That's at least my intention. Sometimes there are a few trainings which are in a sequence, and then they become a course. Okay. Leslie asked, can you be there without subscribing for general interaction, not the paid classes? Right now, it's only for whoever is paid, but definitely I can check this if this is technically possible. Okay, so thank you, Leslie, for the question. All right, and yes, please do feel free to ask me any questions about this platform. It's called Skool, Skool, and the link for our community in Skool, which I'll send you. In addition, I'm going to create a new Tech Club members WhatsApp group that's external so that I can message everyone. So whoever joins, I'll also add you to the WhatsApp group. And if you're not using WhatsApp, it's time to start using WhatsApp. Okay, so this is something I'm very excited about, and I'll be sharing more. And like I said, in just a few days, it's all going to be ready to go, and we'll start having our discussions in there. And of course, trainings are still continuing to be in Zoom, and you will get all the invites to the trainings through this new platform. Okay, let's talk about February. What's coming up in February, and I want to say a few words about each of the topics in February, and also give examples and some demonstrations. And this month, I made a very interesting selection. This time, I'm not showing any AI image tools, but other tools. But there is a lot of AI there. So we have on the 10th, we have email writing made easy with AI. And I find, as someone who writes a lot of emails, and we write emails, or most of us write emails, I find that AI has improved my ability to write very quickly and also be able to phrase things exactly as I want in emails. And I'm going to do a whole training about this. And once again, most of what I'll be showing you can access using the free tools, ChatGPT and others. One of them is actually Gmail, and I'll show you that as well. By the way, if you've been following what's happening in the AI world, there is, this is just a side note, but I'm sure some of you will be interested. In the AI news in the past few, I would say even days, it's not that, it's really recent news. A Chinese company called DeepSeek, they released something that's competing with the huge companies, and they released an AI tool, an AI chat tool that's very, very, very inexpensive to create compared with ChatGPT. And this has created a lot of anxiety among the bigger companies. And I can say a lot more about it, but my point is related to us, is that we as consumers, we continue to benefit, because even in the past few days, ChatGPT have released completely for free models that they didn't release before. So they're always, because of competition, we're always getting better and better tools. Either if you pay for them or you use them for free. The free tools are just becoming truly outstanding, and it's just getting better. And this, what happened in this industry just in the past few days, really caused a lot of commotion. Yeah, and was I'm right, cost 6 million DeepSeek. Yes, so allegedly or presumably, DeepSeek have invested only $6 million in building their engine, where other companies have invested billions. So it outperformed some of the best ChatGPT models, and it's actually being now offered by Microsoft and by Amazon to developers of AI. They can use these models. Very, very interesting stuff. So yeah, with the investment that's considered really, really minor, they've achieved something very impressive. And there are many, many questions. This is a Chinese company. There are questions about the data integrity and all kinds of things going around DeepSeek. Okay. Well, as I'm asked, can we download it? Yes. Actually, yes. You can search for DeepSeek on your mobile in the App Store or Google Play, and you'll find their app. You can actually use it. I have it on my phone. I use it online. You can really use it. And you can use the advanced, it's called the R1 model. So, this might be worth a complete training on itself, but it's not planned for February. So this is like a side note, just to say that we get a lot of benefits. February 12th, okay, we're going to talk about our smartphone. This is my smartphone over here. I'll show it on Android and on iPhone, how to use widgets. And widgets they're like tiny apps, we can say, or extensions of apps that we can use on our phone, and they make our life really, really easy using the phone. So I want to talk about widgets. I'll show today some widgets, at least how they look. And then on the 24th, a tool that I'm sure most people don't know, which is FigJam. I call it your digital whiteboard. It's a terrific, I would say, website, but it's really a software where you can create all kinds of just visual elements, I would say. And I'll show you this today. It's free, it's very easy to use, and it's very, very useful. And then on the 26th, an app which is also free, which is called 11 Reader, and it's an AI app by 11 Labs. I'll say a bit more about 11 Labs shortly. And it reads to you articles and websites and books. And I find it so useful. I use it a lot, sometimes for very surprising things. So I'll show you one of them today. Okay, so these are our topics. I see more people have joined, which is excellent. And once again, if you want to turn on your cameras, that would be the best. And we can all see each other. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about email writing. Email writing made easy with AI. And the first question is, what do you want your email to sound like? We can say sound like, we can say read like. And many people like their emails to be in different styles. It could be cordial, it could be funny, maybe polite, maybe analytic. And the nice thing about using AI for email is that we can really tell the AI system that we are using exactly what we want to say and how we want to say it, and have the AI do it for us. One of the great benefits of AI for us is that we can simply describe what we'd like to write. And the big shift, and I'll show many examples of this in the full training, but the big shift is to move to describing what we would like to write. Now, some people love to write and love to phrase and think about every sentence, and I actually like it as well. However, sometimes phrasing can take a lot of time, and I'll tell you even more, sometimes we can get much better at phrasing with the help of AI. And I found this to be immensely helpful. Moreover than just describing, moreover, we can actually give examples to the AI of our style. Okay, Leslie, you need to run, something come up? No problem, okay? By the way, I'll have the recording of this as well and I'll send the recording to everyone. So I'll give you some examples. And in one of them, I actually give the AI my style, and you might even recognize what I'm about to show you. But first, I want to go into Gmail, so show you something that's already available in Gmail. And Google have actually added a lot of AI capabilities to the Gmail suite. And when you start an email, okay, this is an example of a message that I started, a new message, with typing the recipient and the subject. I get this prompt, help me write. And when I click it, it allows me to describe to Google, this is an example, I'm writing a distant relative whom I have not been in touch with for a while about the special 80th birthday upcoming. Okay? I think I modified it, upcoming to a mutual acquaintance or something like that. So we describe to the AI what we wanted to create. And then I clicked create. And what it does, or what it did, okay, it's offering me some text that I can start with. Dear relative's name, it's been a while since we've been in touch, but I wanted to reach out about a special occasion. Our mutual acquaintance, and then put in the acquaintance name. If I had written it in the description, it would put it in there. He's turning 80 soon, and I know they would appreciate hearing from friends and family. I thought you might like to send them a birthday card or message. Hope all is well with you and your family. For example, okay? So really, when you work within Google, you can actually tell Google what email to write. And I could be more descriptive, but this is just a very short example. Now, at the bottom, you will see over here, it says refine. Okay, there is this button that says refine. We'll look at it when we go through this in detail. But when I click refine, I can ask the AI, in this case, it's Google, to shorten it, to elaborate, to formalize. I can actually have Google work with me on the email. And after it's created, I can continue using the AI within Google. So this is one example. Now, one thing that I want to show you, we won't do it now, but we'll do it when we have our training about it. This is something that I started to do recently and to use recently. Actually, when you use Gemini, which is the Google AI, you can tell Gemini to look at your emails. So I can write emails and I can actually have the AI access the emails and extract information from email. So you can actually work with Google's AI to extract information, find, for example, emails that you wrote, or summarize something out of emails that you already wrote. Okay, very, very interesting. Now I want to show you something that I did in ChatGPT. I created the Tech Club email creator. This is a project I created in ChatGPT. Projects is a relatively new feature. I'll show that as well. And what you'll see when you create a project in ChatGPT, you can actually add files and you can add instructions. You can tell ChatGPT the instructions for a particular type of chat. And in the instructions, I gave the instructions, okay? I gave a sample, okay? Here's a sample of my style of emails, okay? For reference, we requested an email draft. So I prepared ChatGPT and I told ChatGPT what's my style. I gave ChatGPT an example or a few examples of my own emails, okay? And then look, I wanted to write an email to all of you. I wanted to write an email about what's upcoming in February. So I went into ChatGPT to this Tech Club email creator created, and this was my prompt. I added the image of the calendar, and it knows to look at images. I'd like to tell my audience about what's upcoming in February 2025 in Tech Club. See attached calendar. That's it. That's my instructions. But along with my instructions, there is my style. So it knows to use my style. It knows how to use my style, and it created this. And I'm going to show it to you. It's not the final version because I tweaked it a little bit and I asked for changes, but this is what it did. This is what it wrote for me. Hello, friends. February is here, and I'm so excited to share what's upcoming in Tech Club this month. We've got a fantastic lineup of sessions to help you embrace technology with ease and confidence. Let's dive into the February highlights. This is all written for me based on my style and my description in that image. Okay, everything written for me. February 3, February 10, February 12. It continues. February 24th, 26th. All sessions happen at, mark your calendar, and so on. Okay, and at the end, it tells me, would you like me to adjust or to add anything? Okay, so this is something that I really use. So yes, I do write the emails, and today I also write them with the assistance of ChatGPT. So we're going to cover all of that, how you do that in Gmail, how you use ChatGPT to write emails, how to use Gemini to access your emails and extract information from emails, and everyone who's writing emails, this is something that's going to be very, very useful. I'll tell you that I use it for other purposes. So I use it for personal emails, when I need to phrase something. I use it really quite a lot. So we're going to cover how to use AI for emails. Okay, so that's our first topic. Our second topic is what I call smartphone widget wonders. Okay, now what are widgets? Widgets are really large elements on your smartphone screen. I'll show you a few examples from my iPhone, and I'll just talk about them. And when we have our training, I'll go into both Android and iPhone, and we're going to see how to find widgets and how to install widgets and how to use widgets. And I'll recommend some very, very useful widgets. And some are just really fun widgets. So what they do is they add ease of use, and they're also a lot of fun, in my opinion. And basically, this is not my phone. This is just an image of a phone. But what you see the standard icons just all around, and then suddenly you see these bigger elements. Okay, this is a calendar element. It's called a widget. So this tells that person's phone is, tells the calendar, okay, and tells what's happening on that day. Okay, so you might have the icon for the calendar, but this gives a complete summary, and this is a rather small widget. There are larger widgets. This, for example, is a larger widget telling the weather. And once you have this on your phone, I have my weather widget on my iPhone, and I use it all the time. I don't go into any website to check the weather. I don't open the weather app at all. I just have the weather on my phone showing it to me at all times. Let me show you a few more, which are just some of what I've installed on my own phone, and we're going to look at others as well. So, this, for example, is my Audible widget. You see, it's larger. Okay, so it's letting me listen to some of the books that I have in my Audible library. Okay, this one I really purchased recently, Mythology Mega Collection, and I did it because my son is very interested in mythology, and there is, I don't know, some 12 hours of mythology stories there, so that he could listen to it. Okay, over here I have the CNN, in this case, news widget. It's smaller, but still it's a quite large widget, and it just shows top news. Top news. It turns really your phone to this really bulletin of the things that are more or most, I would say, interesting to you. Very, very useful. Here's another very useful widget. This is a search widget. So instead of opening Google Chrome, for example, and going to the address and starting to click search, I'll tell you, I do a lot of my searches today with ChatGPT, but when you need to search on Google, they have their own widget. Now, these widgets are actually built into many of the apps. So you will have a lot of apps on your phone and you don't know it, but they have widgets. They have widgets. Here is a few more examples. As you might know, because I've mentioned it quite a lot, I'm learning French, and besides taking French lessons and going to French YouTube videos and so on, I also use one of the most popular apps for learning languages, which is Duolingo. I'm sure many of you know Duolingo. And in Duolingo, even they say, install our widget, install our widget. Now, I did that, okay? And I have over here on the top, okay, the Duolingo widget. And it's telling me the 53, it means I have a streak of 53 days that I haven't stopped using Duolingo. And it's showing me, okay, it's asking me practice time. And actually, if I go to it right now on my phone, maybe I'll even share my phone screen. Let me share my phone screen for a second. Okay. Let me do a different share. This is my phone currently. Just a minute, you'll see it. You see, it's a different image, time to practice. And as the day will get later, if I don't practice, this image will change and it's going to scream at me almost. It's time to practice, time to practice. Okay, so this is it's a very, very fun widget over here, the Duolingo widget. It's really helpful. You know, I see it and it's saying, hey, you haven't practiced yet. You're going to lose your streak. And I don't want to lose my streak, although it's very short, 53 days. I know people with hundreds and hundreds of days using Duolingo. Okay, this is my weather widget. And this is a very special widget, which I want to tell you more about, and I'll show you how to access it in the full training. It's called the Locket widget. And the nice thing about this widget is that I can have people from my family, in this example, it's my daughter, send me their photos, and they just appear on my phone. So my daughter can take a photo of herself, send it to me, and it'll appear in the widget. It's a lot of fun. So you can actually see your family members. And I actually showed this, I think, in my course in digital connections. So if you were with me in digital connections, I also explained about it. But I think it's an amazing connection tool because you can have other people in the family or friends. You can have it. You can have that Locket widget installed, and you can send photos of yourself or something that you like. They can send to you. And you don't need to send any photo using email or WhatsApp or anything. It just appears magically in the widget, which is really, really great. So I love this widget. Here are a few more. This is the Channel 4 in the UK widget. So it's actually telling me what's next. Okay, it says The Goldbergs, which is a very, very funny series. So you will even see where I am, series 2, episode 5. It's reminding me. Okay, and this is the sunset. It's part of the weather app, but the weather app, it turns out, I showed this before, there is this weather widget, but the weather app has different kinds of widgets. So it has this widget, and also it has the sunset widget. It tells me when the sunrise is and when the sunset is in my current location, and I can see it on my phone. This is an Amazon widget, so it can tell me what's upcoming. And I don't know about you, but I use Amazon quite a lot, so this is very helpful. And this is the Maps widget, where you can access maps very, very quickly. And this is just a very, very small sample. There is a huge amount of widgets that you can use. And if you like to exercise, there's all kinds of exercise widgets. If you like tracking your health, there is health widgets. It's really an amazing world that's built, and it's like a very, very miniature website, we can say, or miniature tool right on your phone. Okay, so that's our second topic. Okay, let's move on. I see time is running quickly as usual. And I know I spent a few minutes talking about the new Tech Club membership that's upcoming. And I'll want to also explain a bit about it again, just for people who missed it. So I'll go quickly also through what we have upcoming this month. And the next one is Fig Jam. Okay, what is Fig Jam? And this I want to actually demonstrate to you. Fig Jam is what I call your digital whiteboard. Okay, think of it as a huge whiteboard you can draw anything on, but it's not a tool for designers. It's a tool for us, for people who just need to create something on a board, maybe share it with others. And I'll tell you that one of the leading design tools today is called Figma, and FigJam is part of Figma. Figma is a very, very successful company, and they've built just amazing tools for designers, mostly for designers. And Figma comes in two flavors, you can say. One is called design files. One is called design files, and another is called the FigJam board that they've added. And I'm going to show you what FigJam is. And it's very, very worthwhile to also know about Figma design files and how to design in Figma. Okay, so we're going to look at is part of their design tools, I would say, but this is the lightweight tool and very, very useful. It's also useful when sharing with others. Quite amazingly, these tools are completely free with everything that's in there. I will say this, if you're using it professionally with a team, then you might have to pay. But for most of us, they haven't omitted any features really, any important features. Okay, what can you create in FigJam? You can create planning boards, you can create calendars, you can create mind maps, you can put sticky notes as reminders for a lot of things. You can create flow charts, you can create a lot more. Okay, so these are some examples. Okay, this is a flow chart in FigJam, and this is something with sticky notes that someone has created for planning. This is a calendar. Okay, even though we're in a short session, I do want to show you how it works. Slavika asks, is it similar to Miro board? Yes, very similar, very, very similar to Miro. And if you know Miro, another great tool, I've used Miro a lot, and I can tell you, Slavika, that I prefer Figma to Miro a lot. And I've actually used their design tools, the Figma designer tool. It's not FigJam. I've used it already instead of other design tools that I've used. They really created a great suite of tools. But yes, Slavika, it's similar to Miro, both in the idea of sharing with others. I'm not going to show sharing right now, but I do want you to see how it looks. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the tools it's sometimes compared with, and I'll switch to Figma, and I'll just show you a completely new file. We won't do anything very, very interesting with it, just show you some of what we can do. You can see it's untitled and it says free. I'm on the free plan, and I can create as many of these as I want. I can drag a calendar, for example. I've used the calendar before, so it appears here. So let's say I want a calendar. So I have a calendar, and I can change how it appears. Okay, let's go with the larger one. Okay, let's go with the light style. And you see it says February 2025, and I can move it. Okay, March, April. So if I want to say, for example, here I'm zooming out. Okay, I'm zooming out. And suppose I want to have February and March. So I'll have February over here, and I'll create a copy of it, and this will be March. So now I have two months, and I can type over here. So I can click just that text, and I can type anything over here. Okay, let's say birthday and so on. I can stamp it with all kinds of nice stamps. Okay, I can increase this. Let's zoom in. Can increase the size. Okay, very, 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 very sweet. Okay, I can have sticky notes. Okay, so I can just drag a sticky note and put it here. Okay, and I can create it with larger text. Okay, sticky notes. Of course, I can make it also wider, larger. I can have a bunch of these that I can stick wherever I can connect with different elements with all kinds of connectors, make flow charts. Something that I really, really love is mind maps. So let's say I'm now thinking of ideas. Let's continue with the birthday theme. Okay, let me zoom in to this birthday. I can actually take this birthday and I can convert it to a mind map. So now it's a mind map and I can have all kinds of ideas. So let's say guests and let's say music. And let's say we want to think about the theme and we want to think about invites. And I can plan a complete birthday just by thinking of whatever comes to mind. This is why it's called a mind map. Okay, this is extremely, extremely useful. You can see I can create these very, very quickly. And I can then turn anything I want into images. And you'll see over here it allows me all kinds of different tools. There are many elements here that I can actually search and add. So you can add elements, you can add all kinds of. They also, some of these are also called widgets. Okay, so if I type anything here like a calendar, okay, and I click widgets, then it gives me all kinds of types of calendars that I can add. Okay, so there are many things here, and we'll explore a lot of them. I can't say all of them in our training about it, but definitely I want to show you as much as I can. If I want a sticker of a calendar, for example, I can do right away, and I can zoom in, make it larger, and you can really create really beautiful charts, calendars, mind maps, and so on. And I use for this for many things. I use this for planning. So I have a whole board with my plans with the full calendar, and it's very different than the plan than my Google Calendar, where I just am able to put my meetings, okay, or trainings and so on. Because I can write anything on the calendar, I can just color code everything, and it's very useful. So I have that for calendars and for all kinds of notes, and I have very elaborate mind maps of activities that I'm thinking about, and I just jump back and forth between my different FigJam projects, and I really think it's a great tool that you can use. And Slavika, you asked about the Miro board. Also with FigJam, these can be shared and people can write together on a board and so on. So I won't be showing sharing right now, but this is something that's so useful, and I decided that we'll have a complete training about it. Okay, so let's continue. We already covered three of the topics. So we have emails, and we have widgets, and we have FigJam, which we just saw just very briefly how it looks, and I'm going to show a lot more in our session. And then number 4 is the 11 reader. Let AI read to you while you relax. Okay, now I will show you the 11 reader on my phone, but I won't be able to, you will hear it, okay? You will hear it speak, but I won't be able to show, you won't be able probably to hear as it speaks a specific written document just because of some technical issues, but you'll get the idea very easily. 11 Reader is an app, again, completely free, that you can install on Android, on iPhone, and it's released. This is from the 11 Labs website. It's released by a company called 11 Labs. And 11 Labs, if you've been to my AI trainings where I have this short video about Alan Turing, and you hear this audio in the background, this was created by 11 Labs. And 11 Labs, they are known for just creating, synthesizing great human voices, just completely natural sounding. And what they've released is the 11 Reader, which it does something very, very simple. It just reads stuff for us. Now, I love listening, and I listen to a lot of things as I do other things. And sometimes I might have a website, an article, let's say I want to read, but I don't have the time, or I prefer not to spend the time reading it. Much easier for me to just have it read. So let me show you what that means. 11 Reader can read websites for you. So you can just give it a link with a website, and it reads what's on it. It can read documents for you, and I'll show you a very funny example. I don't know if it's funny, but it's unusual, at least. It can read documents for you. It can even read entire books for you, okay? And in the voice that you prefer, So let's look at my phone, okay? And I'll switch to my iPhone. So this is my iPhone. This is how the 11 Reader app looks. It says, welcome back, Amir. Okay, jump back into your recents. And I can go into one of these articles, okay? And this is from a website. So what I did is on my home page, I just clicked this plus icon, and it allows me to either refer to a file or even a website. Okay, and I'll show this in greater detail. So this is just a highlights. Now the nice thing about it is that I can hit play, and it just reads to me. Okay, now just because of the way my phone is now connected to my computer, you can't hear it. Okay, but when it's not connected to here, then you see the words being read, and you hear the person reading. Now, what you will hear, let me show you some voices. Okay, this is Brian.
The thing always happens that you really believe in, and the belief in a thing makes it happen.
Okay, so this is the voice that's reading to me. Okay, on several occasions, OpenAI's O1 models schemed against humans, meaning the AI secretly pursued, and so on and so on. Okay, and they've added all kinds of voices. Okay, there is
never been hurt by anything I didn't say.
So you can choose the voice that you like. Okay, there are many voices here, and actually they've added this I found very, very interesting. There was a great physicist, Richard Feynman. And in fact, I've listened to a lot of Richard Feynman content on YouTube and on just audio books. And he's known, besides being known as a great physicist, he's known for his ability to teach, and he has a very, very unique voice, and they've added him as a voice. Okay, this is Richard Feynman.
Have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned.
Okay, so I've actually had articles or websites read to me by Richard Feynman. Sometimes I find it unusual because I usually hear him speak about physics. Okay, Ravi writes, perhaps in the future you will have a session on notebooks. I only use free notebooks. Thank you, Amir. Yes, I can definitely have a session on notebooks. and please do write to me what you wish that I would cover. I don't know, Ravi, if you saw my introduction. I'll do a very brief overview of what's upcoming in my new platform for Tech Lab, and and uh, and this really allows me to actually do trainings on many different topics. Now, um, I'll give you a very different example, which is in my library, and actually you will see that I have a legal document over here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me stop the share for a second and start it again. Okay, let me start it again because I don't think you can see. Yeah. Okay, this is a legal document, and it's I don't remember. It's maybe 40 something pages that I needed to actually review, actually read. Now, if you've read legal documents, you know that they can get very hard to read and keep your attention. So what I did is I uploaded it into 11 Reader. And as I was reading the document, I had someone reading this. I used, I think, the Brian voice, and I just hit play, and it read to me the most boring document. But because I had someone reading it to me, I was able to concentrate. It's very funny. Because someone was reading to me these lines, okay, then I was able to concentrate. Electronic form has the meaning given in section 1168 of the 2006 Act, fully paid in, and so on. Let me stop that. Okay, it's boring enough as it is, but this is very useful. I really find this very useful. Okay, so we're going to spend a session on this, and I'm not going to show it to you now, but there is something new that they've added, which is over here. You can see it's called Gen FM. And what happened is this: Google released something called Notebook LM. And Notebook LM, it's a very nice AI tool. I can explain about it separately, but it has the capability of generating short podcasts, like conversations between two people. And then 11 Labs followed that, and they released Gen FM, where you can create a short episode about a topic. So you take the article or book or whatever, and you ask the 11 Reader, you ask it to create an episode for you with two people speaking about the topic, and it becomes very interesting, and like I said, a lot of fun. So we're going to look at that as well. Okay, so there is a lot to cover here, and of course you can start exploring yourself, and I'll be more than happy to of course do the full trainings on these topics. Okay, so let me go back to my presentation. Okay, and I repeat that in February, we have a week from now, we have email writing with AI. We have then on the same week, smartphone widget wonders. And then a couple of weeks later, we have FigJam and the 11 Reader. A lot of very good tools to discover. And now I want to quickly show, if you haven't been in the beginning, just where Tech Lab is going. It's going into this new platform that's called School. That's the name of the platform I'm using, which is SKOOL. But the important thing is that in School, there is the capability of creating communities. And I'm going to invite everyone who's already signed up for February. I'm going to invite you into School. And then we have the calendar in School with all the trainings in it. So once you're in the system, when you click, it just gives you the link to every training. You don't need to look for the email and so on. And in the classroom, I've added all of my courses, okay, which is already 5 courses that I've delivered, and the previous month's training, everything in one place. So whoever is signed up for this, then you get access to everything. Even if you weren't in my courses, you get access to everything. Now it's a subscription service, and like I said, I'm going to give you a really very, very, very good and affordable offer to join, because I want this to be affordable for everyone. Someone asked before, it's going to be in school. I have to I think charge only in dollars, so it's going to be, I believe, $18, which is just a bit less than 15 pounds a month. And it just allows access to everything, and of course all our trainings in that given month that are going to be added over here. And when we are done with February, there'll be March and April and so on. And every once in a while, I'll have a set of training that's a full course, and I'll add to my courses as well. The community part is where I am looking forward to seeing you post your own questions, answer other people, be in touch with me, ask questions, and offer topics for me to include in Tech Club, and also share what you've been doing with the technology. It's always interesting, and I've been getting all kinds of really wonderful things that you have been doing, and sharing with me of how you've used the technology. So it's always wonderful to see. We're going to have all of this happen just in one place. Now, I want to just end with a couple of important comments. Just a second. Let me just go back to my presentation. And I'll just end with a couple of important notes. So, important note number one, to join this new Tech Club membership, please wait for my upcoming emails, because it's going to be ready really in the next few days. So I'm not sharing a link over here of how to join. But if you want to take part in this, then you'll get an email from me with all the explanations and how it works, and how to take part. Like I said, it's monthly, so you can remain as long as you like, as short as you like, up to you. Very, very easy to join. The second important note is those who are already enrolled for February, because some of you have already joined February. Please don't join when I send the join link, okay? You don't need to join in February. You will be invited, okay? You'll get an invite to go into school, which is the club platform, which is where I'm going to host all the content. So everything will be through there. And when you want to continue, you need to only enroll in March, okay, or by the end of February. So you don't need to do it in February. Okay, so these are my notes. And once again, this is our February schedule. So we start a week from today. Until then, everything in school will be up and running and ready for you. And I'm very excited about this. And of course, I'm excited about these wonderful topics that we're going to cover, and also meeting you and hearing your requests for everything else that's upcoming. And I already have big plans for the upcoming months. So this was my introduction to February and the news about Tech Club. So hopefully you're going to like it. And I will see everyone very, very soon. Meanwhile, have a great rest of the day. And yeah, look out for the next few emails from me with all the instructions and all the explanations about the changes. And meanwhile, thank you so much for everyone who's with me here live. And of course, some of you are watching the recording, because this is recorded. And definitely you can be in touch with me and ask anything in email, in WhatsApp, and so on. Thank you, Daniela. Ravi, thank you. Look forward to the new format. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you as well. Sandra, thank you. Slavika, thank you. Thank you, everyone who's here. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.